Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're finally doing a tutorial video. I am so excited about it. It's been a while since I've done a proper tutorial. So today we're doing a no foundation fresh makeup look, and if you want to know how I went from this to this, then keep on watching. First step is to make sure that you prep your skin well. I'm using the Etude moisturizer. Now, taking the small amount on my fingertips, I am just going to pat it all over my face and make sure that I'm being very gentle with it. Of course, I think I've said it a million times before, you have to apply it on your neck as well, especially because it's an area that ages the quickest. Now, how can we forget a lip balm? Make sure you apply it to keep your lips soft and moisturized, and make sure you do it right in the beginning. Now we're going to move on to primer. Since we're not using a foundation today, it becomes extremely important that our base is really sticky and is also kind of evening out our skin tone. I'm using this one from Lakme, which is their Blur Perfect primer, which I think is a very wonderful primer, especially in the price range that it comes in. And what I like to do is just really apply my primer really well, work it well into the skin and make sure that it's applied evenly. What this is going to do is it's going to create a sticky base for the rest of my makeup products. And yeah, now we can move ahead to concealer, and I'm not using it traditionally by like using it directly from the wand. I'm just taking some on my ring finger and then just applying it all over the kind of red spots that I have on my face, and I kind of have a lot, which is pretty much why I'm actually opting for a concealer. Otherwise I actually don't even wear concealer when I'm not wearing foundation. I have like a lot of laugh lines and a couple of like I don't know, my veins or arteries showing through, so I like to cover that up with concealer. And how I like concealer is kind of how I would put on like a moisturizer. So I'm just dabbing it into my skin very gently, and you can see like there's a very small amount of concealer that I have on my fingers, and that's what I kind of like sort of dab and sort of rub into my skin to give it a very natural finish, and you can see the difference. And then I just make sure that I've applied it evenly, especially under my eyes and also the lid of my eye, because that's the area that generally is a little darker than the rest of your face. And this actually gives you a really nice fresh look, also very natural look, because you haven't really applied a lot and you're only applying it in a specific area. Okay, for my brows, I like to obviously keep them full, but we're not going like with Ravan brows. So I like to start like from my arch to the outer corner, because that's the portion where I like to keep it like really dark and rich, and that's how our brows naturally are as well. And then I create hair-like strokes with my eyebrow pencil. So today I'm using the K-Beauty brow pencil, and this is what my brow looks like. I like to darken the arch to the outer end and then just very lightly work into the inner corner, and you can already see the difference between my brows. And yeah, now I just like to use a spoolie to make sure that they're brushed upwards and blended. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm going to go with a really orangish, brownish nude color, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. In case you guys are not very comfortable with blending eyeshadows, I've done a full entire video where I show you how to blend your eyeshadow like a pro. It's a very simple technique, but it does come in handy. So make sure you check that video out. It'll be somewhere on the screen. And yeah, I just make sure that I apply the shadow to both my lids and also the area under my waterline, just to give it some more depth. Then I'm going ahead with a nice glittery golden bronze sort of a shade, and I'm applying it all over my lid, again using my ring finger because it applies the least amount of pressure, and it just gives the whole, you know, eyeshadow look a very nice, like very, I don't know why golden shadow feels very like fresh to me, and it's also a color that kind of complements a lot of different skin tones. So this is a combination that I like. So I also use this same golden bronze shade that I've used in my inner corners as well, just to make sure that my eyes pop. Once that is done, I am just going to use my favorite tool in the whole world, which is an eyelash curler. That's because we want to keep the look very natural, very fresh, and we're not using any foundation. So I just want to keep it to my mascara. I think you can already see the difference the lash curler makes. Now I'm using my Smashbox Superfan mascara, which happens to be one of my most favorite mascaras because just look at that wand. It's so clean, it's so precise. It gives your lashes a really nice voluminous lengthening coat without really clumping, and it also just makes sure that it looks like, you know, you have a lot of lashes, which I kind of don't. And again, you can see the difference between the two eyes. And yeah, that's it. Now you can see I have not applied any sort of false lash in this look today, and I still have like really full lamba lashes, and that's kind of what this mascara does, which is pretty much why I like this mascara so much. Now for the liner, I want to keep it very simple, and I also want to keep it very quick. So what I do is I extend my wing just from the outer corner. I am not creating the whole wing because it takes time, and we want to keep it fresh, we want to keep it natural, we also want to keep it quick. So this is a good way to just like draw your wing and start from the side that you're not very comfortable in. For me, that's my left side. So I like to draw my wing first. Like, this is something that I've recently started, but I like to draw my wing first on the left side and then, you know, recreate the whole thing, just copy the whole thing on the right, because I have a lot more control over my right side. And as you can see, you get beautiful wings without really making the full wing. Okay, so for my contour, I am only going to contour my nose using this K-Beauty eyeshadow pencil, and that's because I have like a really blunt nose which I like to sharpen. If you already have like very sharp defined features, you can totally skip this step. This step is definitely optional. For me, I do really like a really defined nose, especially when I do my brows really bushy. And just don't worry about the harsh line. We are going to apply powder, so it's going to blend in. I'm again using a cream blush, cream products, because we don't have a foundation on and these products will stick on for longer. I like to use a stippling brush, a big stippling brush, because just look at it. It just blends the product out so beautifully, buffs it into the skin, diffuses the product, makes it look very natural, and it happens very quick. So this is like a brush that you can get comfortable in very soon. And as you can see, it has blended my blush really well. I also like a really nice sun-kissed look, so I apply my blush on my nose as well, and I love the effect that it gives me. For my highlighter, I'm going to go with the cream product again, taking some on my ring finger. I'm just going to blend the whole highlighter out everywhere on the high points of my face, so that would involve my cheekbones. I would also like to go ahead with my nose, my brow bone, all of those areas. And I really like this Maybelline strobe highlighter because it gives you a very, very natural look. Like, as you can see, I have applied a couple of layers and I'm blending it with my fingers as I go, because it does leave a patch if you don't blend it. But just look at how natural and how beautiful dewy it looks. And then I just like to apply it wherever the hell I'm feeling like applying it, and it just gives me a really, really nice glow. That's something that I really appreciate. Okay, now we have to set all of these cream products in. So I'm just going to dab my translucent powder. I'm going to use a big brush and dab it in, like really, really lightly. You don't have to be harsh with your skin or with your products at all. They will perform. If they're good products, they will perform like when you apply them gently, so don't have to worry about that. And I hope you can see how nicely it puts the whole look together. It just settles all of the cream products in and blends them together, and also gives me a very even finish. You can also go ahead and add a little more blush on top of it. Make sure you're doing this with a powder brush and not the cream one. Now comes the favorite part, which is lipstick. I'm applying a fresh pink color to just finish off the look, and I'm pretty happy with this shade. Okay, so now since we have applied so many products and there's no foundation, we have to set it with the setting spray. This is going to keep it fresh for hours and you're just going to love it. And yeah, that is my foundation free makeup look. I've applied a very little amount of concealer just to like balance the redness on my skin, and that's how it looks. So let me know what you think about it in the comments, and yeah, enjoy this posing session that I'm having currently. And that is it for today's videos. Guys, do send me pictures if you recreate this look on my Instagram, which is also Lilmissgurung, and I'll be more than happy to post it on my stories. I make a lot of fashion and beauty content here, so let me know what other tutorials you would like to see next. And we're very close to hitting 40,000. I think I've said it so many times already, but we're so close. It'll be great if you can subscribe and also press the bell icon in case you want to be informed every single time I post. I'm going to see you in the next one, which will be on Monday. Bye.